I'm Craig Priest, and this is Beers with the Band. We're hanging out with Dream on Dreamer. How's it going, boys?
How you doing?
Really good.
We got Marcel and Aaron here. And first of all, holy shit, that Darkness That Brought Me Here, that song is amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
When can we maybe hear more of stuff like that?
We'll be putting out another new song this year.
Yeah?
Another new one, and then definitely the first half of next year.
We'll
there's gonna
hear
be a lot of new stuff going out.
So we're going to hear another one maybe around November-ish or October or...
Yep.
Sweet. Because you guys are on tour for Darkness That Brought Me Here. Darkness Brought Me Here now. But when are you guys going to do... Because this is kind of a tour that's a bit sporadic.
Yeah.
You're doing each city on its own kind of thing. When are you going to do a full-blooded tour?
We're going to be doing a headliner in November and December, around then. Just like another one of those, another sort of headline tour, and we just kind of go to places that we usually don't really go to.
Yep.
And and even places that we haven't been to. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
In like nationally, or
Yeah,
are we
nationally.
talking?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to do some outer suburbs
Yep.
or like some
Yep.
outskirts?
There'll be
Sick.
like, in Newcastle and your Wollongong and all that, and New
Yeah.
South Wales, and yeah.
Sick,
A
eh?
little bit more outer skirts would be awesome.
Yeah, and you guys haven't played out in some of those areas, like you've done some rural, but
Yeah, we got, I think a few years ago we have, and we've played Newcastle a couple of times, but we're hitting up all the major cities plus those kind of
yeah,
in between cities as well.
yeah.
It's going to be good.
You guys are doing like kind of club shows, I guess, on this tour, and you've done Soundwave before. You've played festivals before.
Yep.
What would you prefer? What's the vibe? I know there'd probably be different vibes, but individually it might be different. Would you prefer a festival or a club?
Depends on the vibe.
Yeah.
Depends on the
So like some club shows can just be small and
Definitely.
awesome.
and awesome. Yeah. There could be some of the best shows that we've ever played.
Really up close and really, intimate
Intimate.
with the people and nothing.
Yeah.
It just really depends. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have a
Not too
Soundwave crowd in
intimidating.
front of you with like thousands of people,
You can't
I
help but get your dick hard on that. Like that would just
Right.
be
That's
like,
cool.
woo!
It's
Yeah.
scary though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or getting your dick hard in front of that many people? Or
Yeah,
are we talking,
just get your dick hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Scary experience.
It all really depends
You
on
gotta
the
keep
energy.
it up.
Yeah.
It all depends
Yeah.
on the energy.
Yeah, because I'm sure you could play a festival and the crowd could just be not feeling it, or
Exactly.
you guys aren't feeling the crowd, vice versa.
That's exactly right. We have played festivals with 360 and like all those kind of
Yeah.
acts, and we just kind of the outstanding
Hilltop.
screen band that's sort of
Hilltop.
like, what are they doing? You know,
What are they doing?
And-
You can't even understand the lyrics.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
So yeah, but it's interesting times.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to mix it up here. What if you guys got offered $500,000 to cut off one of your toes? Would you do it? Is
I
it
would.
worth it? You would?
Except only if it would not throw me off balance, because
Like your big toe? Because I've heard your big toe like would
keeps
just
your
screw
balance.
you up.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do my big toe.
No?
I
But
could
like
do any other toe.
a middle toe or the index toe? $500,000 is a lot of money.
It's a
That's
lot of
like
money.
a game changer.
You know what? It's a game changer, and it can start a lot of things. And I'll just put another toe on there. Just a
You
fake
get a
toe.
prosthetic toe or
Prosthetic
something.
toe, man.
You-
Straight
you
up.
would be that as
I
well?
might be keen on that.
I'd
as
get a
well.
Oh,
prosthetic.
you'd
toe.
have...
I don't know.
I could get a different, like a fully different game changer as well, and have like bionic, and like just do some real crazy shit with it, and then like
You make it dance like a party trick or something?
And I could like have a little sample pad over here and like bust out little things with it, dude.
You're
you
thinking drummer. You got your drumming hat on.
Dude. That's all I'm thinking about.
Nice.
Obviously, with $500,000 and cutting off your toe.
Yeah.
All right, let's say we probably would.
You would? But nothing else than a toe? Like, what about a finger that's noticeable?
Pinky,
Because then
maybe?
you got a...
No, actually,
Got a
I need
missing
my
letter.
pinky.
You got a missing letter.
Um,
See, then you... But then...
not for
you've got-
500,000.
Yeah,
But sometimes it just happens. Sometimes and you don't.
Yeah,
even
That's
you
exactly
know what?
right.
I would rather,
You don't even
I'd
get
rather
to
get
live
with it.
$500,000.
So I reckon I would
for
even do it.
Yeah, maybe.
But not.
500 G's?
I don't
Would
know.
your nose cut off?
Nah, fuck.
Why not, dude?
No?
Why not your nose, bro? You
Fuck,
don't need
for the
your nose.
band. For
You
the
don't need your
band.
nose,
Not for
man. You don't need your
500,000.
nose, man. You're not gonna snort any drugs, man. You just
You can
cut it
still
off.
smell.
Michael
No,
Jackson
then
had
your
his nose
dirt-
cut off.
Dirt would get in there.
Well,
Imagine
actually, it fell off. didn't
Oh, you got a bit of dirt in your hole there.
I wouldn't do my nose.
it? No?
Nah.
All right.
Do you guys like Iggy Azalea?
You know what? I think she's. All right.
This is a
You
serious
know,
question,
you
Mike.
know, you know that whole movie. What is it? That jungle movie with Jack Black. He goes, "You're Australian.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Australian."
Yeah.
That's
I know
where
which one you're
it reminds. He's
talking
acting
about. With Robert
black.
Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert
when
Downey
he's
Jr.
acting
That's
black.
exactly what Iggy Azalea is.
But then like I've seen interviews of her, and she'll talk in her
A
Australian
white
accent.
Australian accent. Yeah, and you just like,
We actually
whoa.
had this conversation before.
Yeah, dude. And
But music-wise,
I mean, good on her,
No,
right?
it does
mean-
trip us out because it's like you're doing something that you're not. But
she was 16 in the middle of Miami,
Yeah.
no money, no family.
Good on her.
No, I commend her. I actually like her music.
I don't mind music, man. I just
Makes
trip
me want
out
to shake.
Yeah.
I don't
Sort
mind
of doesn't
music.
really go with, but then again, it does.
I
Yeah.
love hip hop.
I reckon it's just like whatever. Let her do her thing.
Yeah.
She's killing it.
She
so.
is killing it, actually.
Cool.
I give mad respect.
Good on her.
I'd probably still do her. Yeah.
What do you mean? Probably still.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she brought out booty, but
How you doing, guy? It's alright. Come in.
Yeah, come on.
Interview.
We're in your
What's
home.
your name? What's your name?
He
Alright.
doesn't. He doesn't. One last thing, and then we'll get serious. I promise we'll get serious. Can I?
Oh,
get
we're
you
not
guys
serious yet.
Can I?
Oh.
Can I get you guys? I haven't been able to perfect this, but you got to draw a figure 8 with your foot,
Yeah.
and then do a 6 with your hand. No, hang on.
Alright.
So draw the figure 8, and then do the 6. You got to do it at the same time.
Same time.
I haven't been able to do it.
This is whack. Nah.
Okay, so it's 6.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
Nah.
No, because your hand just automatically goes to follow.
Nah, it doesn't work.
I redrew my line. That's what happened there.
Oh, did you?
So it's like a.
Yeah, so 8, or other
Nah,
way
it
around,
doesn't
but
work.
try 8 with the hand and then 6.
I can't do it.
Nope.
Not even.
Nah.
Oh, I gotta try.
You got it?
No, I don't have it. I don't know.
Anyone walking past is just going to think you're absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
Because you guys are no longer on Unified?
Yeah.
That's a known thing?
That's a known thing.
That's a known thing. How did you guys feel, because you guys made that decision?
It was
Or
mutual.
it was a mutual decision?
It was very hard working with it.
It must be scary going back to not having that safety net, I guess.
Not really.
No?
I
It
think
is.
it is.
Actually,
I think it is a little bit, but I mean, it's still at the same
Everyone's-
time you're still,
Yeah.
you're still strong, strong enough with your music, and you know that,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
completely the opposite for me.
Yeah.
For us, I think. Well,
How so? How so? Well,
That's alright.
because literally what happens in nowadays music scene is that labels sign bands, and from the outside it looks like as if the bands literally the label's making the band, but I think it's the complete opposite. It's like they got good bands on board, and those bands actually make label
Unified.
big.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Well,
not like
not
that they're.
Unified in itself.
It's not like that they
Yeah.
sort of supply you with like freaking a shitload of money or any money.
Yeah.
It's like if those bands wouldn't be on that label wouldn't exist. Like we are
Yeah.
making money
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
We're not fucking getting a cent.
yeah.
It's always
know?
good having a good team behind
Yeah,
you.
no, I get what you're saying as well, though. So you're saying that these bands already have a popularity, and by
Exactly.
them having a popularity, obviously them being signed to something that's going to get you, or not,
Of
like
course.
a certain label, that's going to get their name out there.
No,
And
he's
then-
completely right. It's
Yeah.
completely right. But it's just always good to get, like, it's scary to get off your team
Yeah.
and then go by yourselves again. That's
Yeah.
that's the only thing I
Well,
was
because
saying. I
albums
wasn't
aren't
saying
cheap
that it's actually-
to
yeah.
make either.
Well, you do pay for it yourself, really.
Eventually. Do you not? Do you
sometimes.
not?
I think there's a
correct me
huge,
if I'm wrong.
there's a
Definitely,
huge
yeah.
misconception in this music scene that's
Yeah.
pissing me off and it's pissing everyone off. And
Please
it's literally,
clear the air.
That's literally the fact that labels do not provide finances. The finances are being provided by the band themselves because they're the ones going out on tour, playing shows, sleeping on floors, not eating properly,
Yeah.
and are literally living a dog's life. And then having to perform, having to be good, having to be top notch, having to look good, having to,
Yeah,
there's all
yeah,
these
yeah.
facts that come just, and it just makes me like angry that people think that
But you
as
guys have
soon
got
as
the
you
good life.
get on a label, you're making money or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's complete opposite.
Yeah.
Since we have been off that label, we have been making money, and
Yeah.
that's the interesting thing that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people probably don't know because
Yeah.
no one's going to tell them. No one
Yeah.
fucking has the balls to fucking go out and tell them, and I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit. Like it's literally like it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
If all the bands that are doing so well in Australia, and there's a lot of talent, and there's a lot of bands that are killing it, and they're amazing, if they would get together and do their own thing, that would be the future, and not some, it's...
But it would change it completely.
It's just that people the kids or people don't actually look at that. They won't find their own bands. They have to get it thrown at their face, and that's the only scary thing. So when it's not thrown at their face, like we were good by doing it at this time of a period of our career.
Yes.
But if we did it at the start, it's kind of hard to get out there. I understand social media. It's very, it's very, you can get out there very easy, but it's still hard to get it thrown in people's faces.
Yeah.
And labels do have the connections to do that, and that's a great thing, and that's what having that team behind you is all about. But it is scary when you drop off. You're like, oh, are we going to still get known? We're going to drop some more music. That's the only scary thing. But exactly what Marcel's saying, I completely agree as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's
all a band has to do. Sorry to interrupt.
That's right.
All a band has to have is somewhat a good booking agent that books your shows and spreads your music and makes you, just
keeps you guys out there.
Yeah, and and a good PR agency or whatever. And a label is like everybody can have their CDs at a fucking JB Hi-Fi store without having the label behind their backs. All you have is a distribution deal, and that's it. There is good labels out there. There's awesome labels out there, and that's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing, but if it like.
You're saying
for us as a band that we wanted to just be ourselves, like we're music, we're art, we have a message behind it, we have somewhat meaning. It's like we want that to be
the main thing.
Us. We don't want to be controlled,
Yes.
We don't want to be controlled by people that literally
don't know what you guys do. Don't care.
It's true. They don't know us.
It's
people.
all about money.
People,
and I think
they have no idea what our personal lives are
when this
like.
music scene actually started, it wasn't about money. It wasn't. That's not what we were sort of.
No,
in for. We weren't joining hardcore bands and screaming our lungs
bands
out
like
because we wanted to make
bands like Poison
money.
Well, they weren't doing it all for the money.
These days, it's literally all about the coin, and we're literally making their living. We don't make a living out of our music. We fucking work.
Whatever you make
jobs,
goes back to them.
And that's the reality. And people need to open their eyes about the fact that this is truth. Because this is us. Like, we have gone through all that shit. And this is what makes us. And we can't be more happy where we are now. Like, honestly.
We are happy, though.
Yeah, no. Because before, we were extremely happy. No, but this is still just, this is the stuff that I want to get into. This is that. Because a lot of people don't know. I myself, very naive to the fact that, I guess I'll admit, there are times where I just think, if a band is well known, that they're going to be making money. That's just what a lot of people think. And the older that I've gotten, the more I've gotten to know bands, I guess, and understand what kind of goes on. I still obviously don't know the whole deal because you guys are the only ones in there signing the contracts and knowing exactly what is going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I want to know and get out there. But also with you guys personally. I guess we'll finish it on where do you guys want to see Dream on Dreamer in the next 12, 24 months? Like, where would be your ideal?
I guess having been in this band or, creating this band and looking back at the last couple of years, I think it's really Dream on Dreamer as a band, or we want to be a band that sort of is recognized and sort of respected for the fact, for our music, for our art, for what we are. And it's not like we don't want to be that cool thing. We just want, and that's what we're kind of feeling right now. We have fans.
You don't feel like that's what it's about at the moment, or you just feel like you're getting back to that now?
No, for us, literally everything is going better than it ever has, really. But in terms of when we talk about finances and stuff, all that.
No,
what I'm talking about is like the connection that we have. That all we want is connection between people and us. Like we want our art to be spread, our music to be spread, and people connecting with it, relating to it, and obviously doing that around the world. And I think we have been doing that, and it's the best thing to see for us is that there is true fans out there that don't like you because you're that hype band that's on the fucking cover of whatever, They literally like you because they connect with you. And that's what we want. I think that's the future of us. Like, I think it's amazing.
Not in it
like,
for the short term, you're in it for the long term sort of thing.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, there's this true connection that we have with people that really connect to our lyrics or connect to our art, connect to our music, and that's the best thing ever.
Well, guys, I think you're already there because you guys are fucking killing it. So keep it up. And thank you so much for taking the time out. I'm glad we got some serious shit in there as well as some fun. So that was good.
Thank you very much.
Marcel, very nice. Thanks, Aaron.
Serious beers with the band.
Yeah, serious beers with the band.
Oh.
Here I am!